Imagine that all your thoughts, memories, and skills are now connected to a vast data network, as if your brain has become part of the global information space. In this new world, the boundaries between human and technology blur, and your mind operates not only inside your head, but also in sync with billions of others, receiving and transmitting knowledge instantly. This scenario not only offers unlimited opportunities for learning and self-expression, but also raises important questions about personal identity and freedom of choice. It turns out that modern neural interfaces already allow people to recover from paralysis by controlling prosthetics with the power of thought, and scientists are developing systems capable of reading even the most subtle thoughts and emotions. In the future, this technology could open the door to a complete wordless exchange of information, as well as the possibilities of telepathic communication and instant learning of new skills. The prospects for neural interfaces are staggering, from direct interaction with virtual reality to the expansion of human intelligence beyond natural capabilities. The journey toward connecting the brain to the cloud began decades ago, when scientists created simple neural interfaces to read the brain's electrical signals and then advance them into high-tech data exchange systems. In the 2000s, the first successful experiments to control prosthetics with the power of thought emerged, and recent years have seen a real boom. The emergence of miniature implants and wireless interfaces that allow information transfer without surgery. This long-term evolution demonstrates how, step by step, we have managed to fully connect the human brain to the digital world. Neural interfaces are beginning to radically transform our perception of the world, allowing us not only to mentally control devices, but also to expand the boundaries of memory, attention, and critical thinking. They eliminate the barriers between our consciousness and the external information environment, making learning instantaneous and as effective as possible, as if knowledge were downloaded directly into the brain. As a result, conventional ideas about ourselves, individual freedom, and development are presented in a new light, creating a new reality where reason and technology merge into one. Total brain connectivity with the cloud gives us unprecedented access to knowledge, instant learning, and expanded intellectual capabilities, turning the individual into a universal information system. However, these advantages come with serious dangers: data leaks, cyber attacks, and the loss of control over personal information, which becomes vulnerable to intruders. Weighing these risks, we face an important question: are we willing to sacrifice our identity and freedom for the sake of technological progress? Today, leading technology giants, such as neuroscience companies and innovative corporations, are investing billions in the development of neural interfaces, from giants like Google and Tesla to startups specializing in cybernetics and medical technologies. These companies are creating prototypes that are already in clinical trials, with the goal of making brain-cloud connectivity accessible and secure for a wide range of users. The future of these technologies depends on the coordinated work of scientists, engineers, and regulatory agencies to ensure their maximum effectiveness and safety. The question of the boundaries between fantasy and reality is becoming more acute, as modern neurotechnologies are already demonstrating real success, but many ideas are still in the prototype and experimental stages. For now, fully connecting to the cloud and managing this process without significant risks is still science fiction and requires further research and ethical decisions. However, with each new achievement, these boundaries expand, bringing us closer to what yesterday seemed impossible and increasingly resembling the future described in science fiction movies. If neural interfaces and cloud connections become universal, they can not only expand our capabilities, but also radically transform human nature, creating hybrid forms of existence where the boundaries between body and machine disappear. These technologies can make a person virtually immortal in digital formats, forever changing their thinking, memory, and perception of the world. In this case, the question of whether we remain human becomes a philosophical dilemma, as the boundary between human and machine increasingly blurs. Science warns that prolonged use of neural interfaces and constant connection to the cloud can have unpredictable consequences for the brain, such as the disruption of neural connections, tissue damage, or the emergence of new diseases. Research shows that the flow of electrical signals and interference with internal brain processes require strict control. Otherwise, the risk of side effects increases significantly. We therefore face a difficult challenge: ensuring the safety of these technologies so that the development of neural interfaces goes hand in hand with maintaining our health. With our brains completely connected to the cloud, there is a growing risk that our thoughts, emotions, and even secrets will become part of cyberspace, accessible to third parties, be they malicious hackers, governments, or corporations. This vulnerability opens the door to total control, surveillance, and manipulation, depriving a person of their freedom and personal privacy at the deepest level. The question of security becomes key. Can we protect our most intimate data in an era where information about our minds is becoming a valuable resource? In medicine, neural interfaces are already helping people with paralysis regain control of their bodies, controlling prosthetics, and communicating through thought using special devices. They have become an indispensable tool for the treatment of neurodegenerative diseases such as Parkinson's and epilepsy, providing varying levels of functional recovery and improving patients' quality of life. These technologies not only eliminate physical limitations, but also open new horizons for neurorehabilitation and recovery from brain injuries, making the impossible possible. Imagine the cloud becoming a hub of human potential, combining the knowledge, skills, and intelligence of millions of people into a single, powerful system, accessible to all in real time. This level of interaction will create a new era of collective intelligence, where the boundaries of individuality will blur and capabilities will expand to unprecedented levels. This is not just a technology, but a transformation of human nature, making us part of a global network, where intelligence becomes infinite and accessible to all. The ability to securely connect to the cloud depends on the development of technologies that minimize the impact on the brain and eliminate the damage associated with implantation and data transmission. Researchers are currently working on prototypes that use biocompatible materials and wireless systems that prevent strain on tissues and neurosignals. However, for the connection to be truly harmless, long-term experiments and innovative solutions that ensure the protection and stability of the brain in a digital environment are still needed. Today, several prototype neural interfaces exist that allow devices to be controlled using mental commands, from implants that read brain signals to wireless systems that integrate with neural networks. Companies and research institutes are creating miniature chips capable of transmitting and receiving data without surgery or with minimal intervention, allowing for experiments with the possibilities of broader consciousness and learning. These developments are already showing their first results, bringing science fiction closer to reality and laying the groundwork for future innovative technologies. In the age of neurotechnology, humanity faces complex ethical questions. Who and how can access our thoughts and experiences? And how can personal privacy be protected under conditions of absolute control over our inner world? Opening the mind for commercial or governmental purposes can lead to the loss of the uniqueness of the human personality and the violation of the right to freedom of thought. These dilemmas require not only technological, but also moral regulation to ensure the development of neurotechnology within a framework of respect for the dignity and freedom of every person. Experts agree that a future with a connected brain will open up endless possibilities for humanity, from rapid learning and increased intelligence to overcoming physical limitations. However, they warn of the need for strict regulation, ethical accountability, and protection of individual rights to avoid dangerous consequences and potential abuses. Overall, scientists and technologists see in this technology an opportunity not only for progress, but also for profound changes in our perception of the world and ourselves. Theoretically, advances in neural interfaces and consciousness transfer open up the possibility of prolonging life or even saving a person from death, transforming a biological organism into a digital or cybernetic project. Researchers discussed the possibility of uploading memories and personality to the cloud, which could mean an infinite existence beyond the physical form. But despite these hopes, ethical, technical, and philosophical questions remain unanswered, calling into question whether we can truly defeat death or if this is just the latest chapter in the never-ending race for human progress. Today, some people with paralysis and neurological disorders already use neural interfaces to control prosthetics, computer systems, and even to communicate, thus opening new horizons of freedom and independence. Their stories are inspiring and show how modern technologies are transforming lives, from restoring lost functions to expanding previously unseen opportunities. These real-life cases confirm that the future is already here, and in it, a person becomes not only a witness, but also an active participant in the revolution of their own lives. Modern science demonstrates that our brain is an amazing and flexible system that can integrate with external technologies, expanding our cognitive abilities and changing our perception of reality. It teaches us to value the importance of ethics and safety when implementing neurotechnologies, since the future of humanity depends on the responsibility with which we use this knowledge. Ultimately, science emphasizes that a person is not just a biological being, but a flexible network of possibilities that can evolve alongside the digital world. In our era, the boundaries between human and machine are rapidly blurring, transforming conventional ideas about personhood, consciousness, and freedom, forcing us to rethink who we truly are. Each new technological advancement brings us closer to a world where minds merge and the boundaries of individuality blur, opening the way to new forms of existence. Ultimately, we face the question, are we ready to embrace these changes and preserve our humanity in the age of technological transformation? In an era of rapid technological development and the impossibility of separating human from machine, we face a profound philosophical question. What makes us truly human? Our thoughts, feelings, or the capacity for self-reflection, despite everything? This challenge demands a rethinking of the basic concepts of personhood, freedom, and moral values, because in our new reality, the boundary between human and machine is increasingly blurred. The answer to this question will determine not only our future, but also how we can preserve our unique essence in the age of technological transformation. Don't miss the opportunity to follow the most relevant discoveries and deepest reflections. Subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on the future of technology and human evolution. Your likes and comments help inspire new ideas and broaden our shared worldview, uniting all those interested in the future of human civilization. Together, we create a space for knowledge and dialogue,